Dewberry Farm is an excellent farm park located just past the Katy area outside of Houston, Texas. Housing one of the 5 roller coasters of Houston and the main new for 2024 roller coaster for all of Texas, Dewberry Farm has made a small splash for coaster enthusiasts in the Lone Star State. But what attractions can one expect to find out in this countdown? After missing this coaster in April, I was impatient to get to Dewberry Farm, so I visited on opening weekend for the Fall Festival before the Halloween haunts were up and going, so those or any other seasonal activities will not be ranked. I also didn't try any of the various upcharge activities, though many look fun. Number 15, Fort DewHickey. This is an awesome wooden playground like Fort that even as an adult was pretty fun to walk through and see. I do rank it above the Wizard, as that was really hard for me to figure out how to make it go, and the corn maze, which was overgrown and maybe not exactly ready to be open yet on my visit. Number 14, Berry Go Round. The middle wheel was rusty, and this got on my hands and pants. It is also hard for someone to spin just by themselves, but it is a very simple, cute spinning ride for families. Number 13, Dewville Express. This is a large train around the property and is popular with most guests. But there really wasn't much to look at during the train ride, and it just seemed like a very simple train. As much as I do love trains. Number 12, Carousel. This is a simple carousel, but it has a neat setting around the water and does its job to add a flat ride to this park. It does have a 170-pound weight limit, but this seemed not to be enforced on my visit. Number 11, Barnyard Animals and GOATEL 6. This combines 2 activities, technically, but I wanted to give this park credit for having the best animal barn of any of the farm parks in Texas. The goats are nice to see, and it would be really awesome if and when they actually climb up the various obstacles inside their pen. The barn itself has some neat looking animals while presenting these cleanly and neatly for guests. Number 10, Sports Ball Zone. I might have enjoyed shooting the basketballs a bit too much, and being able to practice throwing baseball and football was really fun, even if these were actually really hard to throw.
Wow.
Number 9, Boxcar Tractor. Tucked behind the amusement rides, this allows one to get an iconic picture with the Dewberry Farm sign behind it. But I feel a lot of guests might miss it, especially on a quiet day, as it was hard to see. The cars are small, which seems to allow for a really long train, and allows for tight turns and a bit more on this course than a similar style ride that would have to be longer. Number 8, CorNado. A basic spinning swing ride, but enjoyable as a ride that you can relax on. Number 7, Peddle Karts Racing. It is actually a lot of work to push these carts and make them go, and some seem to work better than others, but I did get to actually race people, which is better than most go-karts. Number 6, Ferris Wheel. This simple and classic Ferris wheel looks terrific as a centerpiece to the amusement ride section of the park, but the actual views from the Ferris wheel itself were not nearly as impressive. Others must have agreed with this take, as I never saw the line get too long for this Ferris wheel. Number 5, Black Hole. This attraction is easy to miss as it is towards the front of the park. It is a dark maze-like path that has 2 spinning barrels around a walkway. It's not super special or anything, but a very neat little walk-through dark ride. Number 4, Twisting Pumpkins. you can spin quickly on this and get dizzy real fast. The fence can really mess with your head and can get you extra dizzy if you spin to the left. So I suggest spinning the other way if you're not looking to get sick. Number 3, Phantom's Revenge. Although not as good as its namesake, this simple swinging ship has only loose seat belts, so you get a nice push forwards on the upward swings. Despite its small size, it tilts a lot and gives decent G's on the downward swings. It is a nice, mild version of a swinging ship which does fit perfectly for a park aiming to please the youngest of guests. Number 2, Gold Rush. This is a simple roller coaster with a bit of character. The park claims that the ride is rough, but it's more character rough than anything annoying or painful. The first turn offers a bit of laterals in the back, but these let up in the middle as there's a bit of straight track in the middle of the turn. The second turn has weaker laterals, followed by the main part of the coaster, a small dip down, a bunny hill, and a final upward section. In the middle, these don't do much. In the front of any car, you get more over the bunny hill, with the back car giving the best as you're pulled all the way through it. The final turn gives a few weak laterals at best. And then lastly, you can go many, many times as there was no line on my visit and the operators were really nice at letting you ride as much as you wanted.
Yeah, why not? I'm here.
Number 1, Slide Mountain. You can end up going slowly down this, or you can get some nice speed and really feel like you're slipping down, which is how it gives it a bit more punch than their simple roller coaster. There are also 2 ways to experience this beautiful attraction, and adults can actually fit inside the covered tubes no problem, even though it looks like there's not going to be enough clearance. Those are my favorite rides at Dewberry Farm. Which rides do you like best at this Houston area amusement park? If you got in to try their Halloween haunts or Christmas activities, let me know, as I imagine those are pretty great as well. And as always, Cocoon Crop.